Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to our YouTube channel. My name is Glenn Tompkins, Senior Instructor here at VectorVest. Today, I'm going to talk about a gold-silver mining company that outside of that mines a different mineral that could be very useful in a different industry and could actually be a game changer in that industry. So if you're interested in knowing more about that stock, you sit right there. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Glenn Tompkins, Senior Instructor here at VectorVest, and I love bringing out these videos on things that are moving in the market so that you can take advantage of. Today, I'm going to do a stock that has been asked by many people on our channel to look into. And I did some digging, I did some research, and hopefully you're going to like the outcome. So before we get started, if you're a subscriber to the channel, thank you for being a part of VV Nation. If you've just come across this video and say, well, you know, I like what they have to offer here, then you need to hit the subscribe button. Just change that subscribe from red and you'll now be a subscriber. Don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you'll be updated on new content as it comes along. We strive a lot to make sure that the content we put out is going to be not only good content, but useful information that you can use in your trading. Most of all, if you haven't already done it, if you like what you see here, don't forget to smash that like button. All right, so let's talk about the stock we're getting into today. It is United States Antimony, U.S. Antimony. And you say, what is antimony? Well, the ticker symbol is UAMY. And you say, what the flying flip is antimony? Well, I did some research, and antimony is a very interesting mineral that it's out there, and it could be definitely useful in the EV or electrical vehicle space. Why is that important? Have you seen what that industry has been doing lately? Have you seen so many more companies committing to creating more electrical vehicles? And this little piece of mineral can be a good big part of that industry. But now we're going to talk about who mines more of it and who's at the top of the food chain in mining it as well. So the first thing we're going to do is talk a little bit about the company. So went out to Yahoo. United States Antimony Corporation produces and sells antimony, silver, gold, and zeolite. That is another mineral that they put out as well. So pretty much that's what they do. So the first thing I wanted to do is, what is this antimony? So I did a little bit of research and I came up with a Word document to show you a lot of what it does. Antimony is a chemical element with a symbol of SB, from the Latin blah, 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 blah. It's a metalloid found mainly in sulfide mineral sibnite, blah, 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 blah. All right, there's a lot of scientific stuff and big words that I don't want to try to say. Just putting that out there. For some time, though, China has been the largest producer of antimony and its compounds. So that makes you go, whoa. Why are you talking about something that China holds the most of? Well, we're going to get into that in a minute. I went through and I looked at what they do. A lot of stuff that they can be using is lead acid batteries, solders, bullets, which means that there's a military presence in that space for that mineral as well. All right. Fire retardants and microelectronics. Okay. So I went and wanted to see what, could it be used for? It's one of the leading alloys used in the production of what? Batteries. What kind of batteries? Many EV companies are moving away from the traditional cobalt and nickel-based batteries, which could pose an opportunity for U.S. antimony. All right, many companies see antimony and zeolite as the future of automotive battery technology. All right, so what elements are used in the car batteries? I wanted to just put that out there as well. Lithium-ion batteries, that's the main thing. And a lot of other elements, including carbon, graphite, metal oxide, and lithium salt. So, antimony shows a high conductivity and reactivity, not only with lithium ions, Lithium batteries, lithium ions. You're starting to get the feel here of how this mineral can mix in the EV space. Antimony has much higher theoretical capacity and safer reaction along the ways. This review aims to present a full scope of the structure and the properties. So that was more taken from a scientific paper. I went down. Well, if that's so important, well, look at that. China mines the most of it by far. The next country behind them is Canada with 7,000 metric tons in here. Wow. So that's huge. And our dependence on China for antimony poses a problem. China produces the most of the world's antimony, yet uncertainties abound in the supply chain due to the continually changing political environment in Beijing, and then other stuff in here. So that was just an interesting information about what it does, what it can be used for, and where it really comes from as far as the production of it. All right, that was just some information. Now let's go look and see what news is out on it. Big thing came out recently, back in February. United States Antimony Corporation announces receipt of warning letter from the New York Stock Exchange American. It was a warning because a couple of people sold a lot of shares without showing that they were selling a lot of shares. So it was a warning letter, a little slap on the wrist to say, don't do that again. All right. And then I looked at another story back in February. United States antimony fundamentals are improving, but I'm not buying this rally. So that is an opinion piece. Looks like by Harrison Schwartz. Put him out there. Not a good thing, not a bad thing. The summary says rare earth and strategic metals have improved the outlook due to weaker production in China. So if they start to slow down on production, that makes us look better as far as trying to get that stuff out the ground. Increased global demand. There is a demand if the EV space is using it. Cars like NIO, cars like Tesla, the bigger players in this space, if the demand is there, it's got to get out of the ground, and they're going to look to the people who can get it out of the ground. Evidence suggests that the rally in miners such as Uamy is partly fueled by speculative fervor, which could cause a near-term reversal. U.S. Antimony's equity sale will give it a large pile of cash, which can be used to expand production and potentially more profitable prices. So let's talk about that. United States Antimony Corporation announces closing a $14.3 million registered direct offering. They were raising capital for the purposes of growing their infrastructure. Why? Because it's a mineral that's needed and there's a demand for it. All right, so that's all of the information that I got around it. Now, let's put this into practical application. Is this something that you would want to buy? So let's go take a look. Here's some analysis on it. Here's the ticker symbol. It's on the American Stock Exchange. It is optionable. The stock's price is trading at $1.23, value of 10 cents. The stock is way overvalued. Doesn't make it a bad stock. It just means that it is overvalued. Our upside potential on it, low. So it's not going to outperform the market over the next 1 to 3 years. The safety on it, it's a more risky stock. RT on it, stock's not in an uptrend right now. So why am I showing this? Because this is something that's a potential stock to keep your eyes on, especially knowing what they mine can be used in the EV space. This could have some upside potential. Do you buy the stock now? Well, no. Let the trade come to you. You're looking at potential. This is a risky trade. This is more of a speculative play. It is. But if this takes off and the EV companies are looking for it and looking for it and looking for it, and this is one of the only companies in the United States that's mining it, man, everybody and their mama is going to be looking to get to this antimony through this company. All right, or through this company. Let's right-click on it. Let's view the stock graph. Let's take a look. Here's the stock. It did have look back here. I'm looking at a 3-month graph, looking at a 20-day exponential moving average. It had a nice little run up here. Staying above the 20-day, broke through a level of resistance of 101, consolidated, pulled back, broke through a level of support, and right now challenging another level of support sitting at $1.01, currently below the 20-day exponential moving average. So this is speculation, absolutely, but at least you have some knowledge behind what the stock does. You can make your own decision on what you want to do with it. But knowing that the EV space is a hopping, popping space, that this mineral can aid in the ability to make the batteries better, that's something to consider, all right? Looking at the volume has been pretty steady, below the average volume. I like this level of support sitting at 101. If it's something you're looking at getting into, look at this, touched 1, 2, 3 times, coming down now. Let's see if it'll come down to this level of support before you think about getting into it. A couple of things I'd like to see. The stock's price bounce above and go above the 20-day exponential moving average. But wait, there's something else that I see. Coming off of this high, this candlestick pattern is known as a hammer, which is a possible reversal. Notice that coming off of that hammer formation, the stock's price did go back up, but no confirmation going back above the 20-day exponential moving average. Those are the things that I'm looking for. It is a speculative trade as I move on here. It is a speculative trade. I'm looking at it from a technical perspective of when you should think about getting in. If nothing else, folks, it at least is something to keep in mind, knowing what the possibilities are on what this company can do with that mineral. All right, so thank you for joining me for this video. Hopefully you found it useful. And again, a couple of people out there have been asking for this video. Hopefully I didn't fall short of your expectations. So until the next time, see you folks. Have a great day.
Yeah.